as the banks failing to update the e-levy platform with the customers. Ghana 0.7% increase compared to March 2023 and a remarkable 20.6% increase from pre-pandemic levels in March 2019. Additionally, the Chinese Lunar New Year's impact may have obscured even more significant growth. The week-long holiday did not impact U.S. imports until the latter half of March 2024. By comparing the first 15 days of March 2024 to the same period in 2023, a time frame unaffected by the Lunar New Year, Descartes observed U.S. container import growth as high as 22.7%. Now, the growth also comes as imports from China dipped in March, falling by 13.8% from February 2024 due to the Lunar New Year effect, which led to significant volume losses at the port of Los Angeles. Adding to the disruption was the collapse of the Francis Scott Key Bridge at the port of Baltimore on March 26th, resulting in Baltimore experiencing the largest decrease in container volumes among the top 10 U.S. ports. Now, despite these challenges, port transit delays have been improving across all major ports. The port of Oakland saw the biggest improvement, with wait time falling 2.8 days compared to February, followed by Long Beach with a reduction of 1.1 days. Now, the first quarter of 2024 has proven to be a strong start for U.S. container import, according to Descartes metrics. Nevertheless, concerns around global supply chain performance persist due to ongoing conditions at the Panama and Suez Canal, upcoming labor negotiations at the U.S. South Atlantic and Gulf Coast port Middle East conflict, and the yet to be fully realized impact of Baltimore Bridge collapse. And finally, a new report from Oslo-based Arctic Securities estimates today that around 20% of Russia's refining capacity has been knocked offline, with as much as 3 million more barrels per day at risk from increasingly daring raid by the Ukraine drones. The 20% estimate is a significant jump from last week's 15% estimate from NATO and comes as flooding over the weekend took out another Russian refinery. Kiev's strategy to target its enemy's oil refinery infrastructure has also forced Russia, traditionally a net exporter of gasoline, to tap its neighbors for emergency fuel supplies. Recent Russian efforts to import gasoline from Belarus and Kazakhstan indicates that Russia is likely increasingly concerned about the immediate domestic supply of distilled petroleum products following Ukraine's strike on Russia oil refineries. Now, for the year as a whole, Arctic is incorporating a 0.25 million barrels per day loss from Russian export. Russian diesel export have been around 1.2 million barrels per day, equal to approximately 5% of total seaborne volumes, according to Arctic, but the recent increase in cracking speed suggests that the figure is falling. Consequently, Arctic reported that tankers have been rerouted as supply needs to come from elsewhere, resulting in a stretched fleet. On this note, to wrap up this morning's edition of Maritime and Port News. Maritime and Port News is proudly sponsored by the Ghana Shippers Authority. They provide you with the best in all your shipping solutions. You can always contact them at the Shippers House in Accra. For more Maritime and Port News, follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and on YouTube at Nanisi Boateng. My name is Nanisi Boateng, my producer, Kwekwa Boateng. Have a great day.